Hey friends, and welcome to this new video. We're really here. The countdown for Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 is almost over. There are only 4 days left until February 18th, the official release date, and I swear you can actually feel that something big is about to happen. After months of waiting, theories, scattered clues, and silent updates, we're basically one step away from the new chapter. As time keeps moving, more and more news is coming out. Every single day there's something new to watch, to read, to interpret, and today we've got something really interesting. Just a few hours ago, CG5 released a brand new teaser connected to the official song he created for Poppy Playtime 5. In this video we're going to analyze that teaser. We'll watch it carefully and try to understand what it might be suggesting about Chapter 5. But we won't stop there, because in the meantime there have also been other official updates from Mob Entertainment. Some small, some more significant, and together they start forming a much more interesting picture. So today we're putting all the pieces together. The new teaser, the official updates, and the possible connections with what we already know. The goal is to figure out where this new chapter is really taking us. Before we start, I just want to ask you one quick thing. If you're also waiting for Chapter 5 and you want to stay updated on all the latest news, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss any of the upcoming analyses, especially now that we're so close to release. With that said, get ready and let's see the new official teaser. We just saw the new teaser. Let's begin with the thumbnail of the video, because right there I think they're already telling us something important. In the thumbnail we can clearly see the prototype's hand holding a crafty corn plush. The hand is in the foreground, very visible, almost as if it's meant to immediately draw our attention to him. In this teaser we saw the scene from the point of view of crafty corn, but she was taken by prototype. Even if we don't see his full body, his presence is extremely strong. And honestly, this makes perfect sense. The prototype is the main mascot of Chapter 5, but most importantly, he is the main antagonist of the entire series. He's the figure that has been looming behind almost everything we've seen so far. The fact that CG5 chose him as the central element of the thumbnail might not just be an aesthetic decision. It could mean that a large part of the music video will be dedicated to the prototype. Maybe we'll see scenes from his perspective, or key moments connected to his role in the new chapter. Anyway, we have to remember the release date of the song. The track will be released on February 20th, which is 2 days after the official launch of Chapter 5 on February 18th. That timing is interesting. It's not coming out before the game, and not even on the same day, but right after. This could mean that the music video will include scenes taken directly from Chapter 5. Scenes that they don't want to spoil before the game launches, but that can be shown once players have already started experiencing it. If that's the case, the video could almost feel like a narrative extension of the game itself. So just from the thumbnail and the song's release date, we can already start forming some theories. This teaser might not be just promotional material. It could be our first real glimpse at something much bigger, directly connected to the events we're about to experience in the new chapter. Now let's carefully analyze the scene we see in the teaser, because this is where things get even more interesting. In the short clip shown, we see Crafty Corn being literally kidnapped by the prototype. The scene is very clear. His hand slowly approaches her, almost confidently, and then grabs her. It's not a random or chaotic movement. It's deliberate, it's controlled. It's as if he knows exactly what he's doing. This visual detail directly connects with some information we've already seen in previous Chapter 5 materials. It's not an isolated scene. In fact, it seems to fit perfectly into what the story has been hinting at for quite some time. We know that the prototype takes the other mascots to experiment on them. This concept was clearly shown in the cinematic trailer, where we received confirmation that he is behind the transformations and the hybrid creatures. He's not just an antagonist watching from the shadows, he modifies and makes a lot of experiments. And then there's the ARG video, There we saw something very important as well. Preston was transformed into a creature that looks like a mix of different mascots with Cat B's head. A disturbing fusion that doesn't seem natural at all. That scene made it clear that the prototype doesn't just capture, he reconstructs, he alters, he experiments. If we connect all of this to the teaser scene, the meaning becomes even clearer. Crafty Corn being grabbed isn't just a dramatic moment for the music video. It could be a direct representation of what happens in Chapter 5. Another mascot taken to be used in some kind of experiment. So probably we will see some characters generated with different parts of other mascots. Because if the pattern we saw with Preston repeats itself, it's possible that other mascots will suffer the same fate. So what might seem like a simple dramatic scene in the teaser could actually be a very precise reference to the game's plot. And if CG5 chose to show it right now, just a few days before release, maybe it's not a coincidence. And in my opinion, we're only at the beginning of the connections. Now let's take a look at the official updates released by Mob Entertainment, because these also give us interesting information and help us understand a bit about the community context at this time. In particular, today we will focus on the messages that Toby, one of the members of Mob Entertainment, wrote on Discord. In one of these messages, a user asked him if he liked the game, and Toby answered very clearly. He said this is his favorite chapter so far. This not only gives us an idea of his enthusiasm for the project, but also shows how involved and proud the team is of what they are creating. At the same time, however, in the last few days, a huge drama has arisen in the community following the release of the official trailer. Many users have started to leave negative comments about some aspects of the game. Some are not convinced by the design of certain characters, others criticize the environments shown, and in general, there are already a lot of critical opinions circulating online. We have always to remember that the trailer only shows a few selected scenes from the game, and often lasts only a couple of seconds. We cannot judge an entire chapter with all its mechanics, details, and story from a 2-minute trailer. It's a mistake that happens often, because when we are curious and impatient, we tend to form opinions very quickly, but they never reflect the full experience. Looking at the past, we can see a very clear example. Last year, when the trailer for Chapter 4 with Dowie the Dowman was released, many people had negative opinions about the character even before the game came out. Yet, once Chapter 4 was finally released, everyone changed their minds. The scenes, the gameplay, and the story gave a completely different context, and in the end, Dowie was appreciated by almost everyone. So the main advice I want to give, and that I think is important to emphasize, is to wait before making hasty judgments. Trailers are only a small window into what the game offers, and often contain only part of the information. Waiting to play, seeing all the details, and experiencing the full chapter is always the best way to really understand a new chapter. Now we reached the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching the video. Bye bye and see you soon.